Hello wonderful person, this is Anton, welcome back to Surviving Mars, and in today's video we're going to deal with some of the problems we've created in the last video, but also I'm going to talk a little bit about what is probably going to happen to this colony and what the fate of my colonies might actually be. This is based on something I've read about the game, and also I just kind of explored the game a little bit more behind the scenes just to see how things work and how and what basically I should be focusing on. Because for the most part, this is a very complex game. It does use a lot of real science, but also there's a lot of things here that can totally just go out of control pretty quickly. Now we do have a dust storm that's going to basically end really soon, and we're kind of low on machine parts, and this right here is probably going to be the main problem I'm going to be facing very soon. So in one of the other games, I just decided to try to play as one of the other basically companies / nationalities, and the game does actually provide a lot of bonuses to certain races here. So for example, if you're playing as USA, you'll actually get constant funding pretty much on regular basis, which means that you can just continuously bring resupply rockets over and over, which does make it kind of easy and super relaxing to play, and you basically don't have to worry about anything. But in our case, we have like zero funding, and even though we have so many rockets, we just can't really use them other than bringing more passengers. Now machine parts is a huge problem. There's actually only one way for us to make them, and that's of course using the machine factory. No, where is it? Here, right? The machine factory right here. But it does require maintenance, and oh, nice. First Martian board. That's so cute. We actually have our first child. Let's go take a look at him in a while, in a few seconds. Anyway, so this building is my bread and butter right now. I need it so badly, which means that I need to basically focus on producing as many machine parts as we can. I also think that so the metal is not a problem, but I think that eventually we'll run out of electronics parts. And electronics factory, surprisingly, actually needs what? Rare metals, right? And we're not really producing any from anything. As a matter of fact, rare metals, I just didn't really choose the right location, I guess. Or if I look around, I guess there's some here, but I need to build another dome right there. And the only rare metals we're producing are right here. And so basically, if I run out of rare metals, I am going to eventually run out of electronic parts, and thus run out of everything else. So basically, this dome right here is crucial to me right now because it will produce everything that we need. And once we have no more rare metals, eventually we'll stop producing machine parts, which means that everything in our base will start falling apart. Now, I don't even know if I'm producing enough right now. Let's actually check. I think the colony overview gives you the overview of how much stuff you're producing versus consuming, and okay, we're producing 3, we're consuming 0.6, and for electronic parts, we are producing none. Huh, interesting. They should be produced here somewhere. But I also think I need to maybe bring some more colonies here by building... Yeah, let's build another... We're gonna build another... whatchamacallit? Where is it? Living quarters, that's what I was looking for. Let's build another living quarters here. And oh wait a second. Do my living quarters require... No, they just require the cement, of which I have plenty. That's good. So there's going to be a lot of problems here. There's going to be a lot of problems coming our way because we just don't have enough advanced parts, which are only deliverable or producible, but in the low quantities. So machine parts will become a problem. All right, so let's take a look at this baby. Where is the baby? Oh, look at that. Okay. Where's the baby? Where's the baby? The baby? I want to see the baby. Can you take me to the baby? Is it here? I think maybe I can... I have 3 idiots in my colony. Are you serious? 3 cowards, 3 idiots, and 5 with chronic conditions. Oh, one guru. This is actually the guru that I have. I'm not entirely sure how to use these yet. I haven't really read about them because I was busy reading up on all the other stuff. But I cannot seem to find my baby. The baby is missing. It doesn't really show you the age here. That's not cool. Problematic colonists. I have one problematic colonist. I have Heidi Presley, who is our medic, but she's facing difficulties with the red planets. She's basically, oh, she's losing sanity. No, don't lose sanity. Go do some sports to improve your sanity. Anyway, let's run this. Also, crop failures have been very common for us. And that is also going to probably become a problem eventually, as I might not produce enough food if I bring more colonists. Just in a sample game that I've played with USA, I was actually always running out of food, even though I had like 5 or 6 of these things. And that's not cool, right? I mean, it's something to do with these hydroponic farms having such a big failure rate. I'm not sure why. We'll see if we can maybe survive this. But there's a very high chance of our colony, the human colony at least, failing. The drones will survive because I'm about to research the... there's actually a thingy here, somewhere under research windows, that allows you to basically have no... oops, wrong button. To have no maintenance or no resources needed for the drone hub. So basically I'll have robots running around for the rest of the game. But the humans might die. And this is maybe a problem, maybe not. We'll see. So we'll see how it goes. I'm going to play until I have no humans left or until I feel something. Also, I realized that concrete extractors are doing a tremendously good job at extracting concrete. And, or I called it cement earlier, it's really concrete. And concrete extractors are basically kind of redundant later on. As a matter of fact, I have so much concrete that nothing actually uses it. Well, almost nothing. I need it for buildings and stuff, but yeah. Also turns out that later on you can research a technology that will allow you to reuse waste rock, so and produce even more concrete. So in that sense, I think we're fine. This building has been turned off, so we don't really need any more fuel. Polymer factory. Polymer factory is also full of stuff, so maybe we'll just build a little fuel station somewhere here, just so we can actually load it off and have it produce more stuff. So fuel will most likely be useful for refueling the spacecraft, but other than that, it's not really that used, except of course the polymer factory. But so yeah, we do have a lot of problems ahead. And most of these are actually with just the lack of advanced resources. And I think it's going to become a problem for us as the time goes by. I don't really have any solution yet. I was trying to find maybe a way to produce the rare materials faster, or just like find a way to, I don't know, find a way to produce machine parts in alternative ways or not use them. And then the only thing I could come up with is maybe getting rid of these things. Wind turbines, turns out, use up about half a machine part for repairs. So if I can maybe get rid of all of my wind turbines and replace them with, where are these things? The things that I love so much. I always forget what they're called. The nuclear reactors, basically. These things. Now I can't really make them, but I could potentially bring more of them from home. And if we could bring like 10 of these, it will provide enough power for us to survive without using wind turbines. But until then, we can't really do anything. There's also research coming up that's... Yay, storm is over. There's research coming up that will allow us to basically get more funding by continuously researching over and over. But it's kind of far away from where we are. So yeah, in that sense, I think we're going to see what happens. But nevertheless, the game is definitely challenging. Uh-oh. No. 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 Oh, this poor little guy. He got dusted. And then he just disappeared right here. That's kind of cool. The drone hub actually needs repairs really soon. So I think once we actually run out of things to repair, that's when things will go really bad for us. But until then, we might be able actually to get some achievements. And so we're just going to take it slowly. I'm going to maybe skip a few parts here just to get to the point where things go really good for us or really bad for us. And we'll get to see what happens. And this concrete extractor has basically run its course. There's no more concrete left here. So we're just going to deconstruct it and... Oh, I know what happened. I think I had a cable connection here, didn't I? Oops. Is this energy? Yep, that's energy. So that's why you shouldn't really connect things to the extractors when you know they're not gonna live very long. Here, is this gonna be good enough? No, I think maybe here. There we go. That should solve the problem. Okay, so let's get rid of this guy. And I don't think I really need any more concrete for now. We have a lot of it actually. So we're gonna just kind of wait up until we use up at least one of these. Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh, we missed it. But basically the meteor strike. Oh, there we go. Yeah. The meteor strike damaged our colony a little bit. Oh wow, look at that. It actually destroyed this pipe. Oh no, it didn't. That was a bug. So apparently meteor strikes here are at least in some parts of the planet are pretty frequent, and this is actually really interesting. This is something we don't really consider. So on Earth, meteor strikes are very, very common because our planet is more massive and bigger than Mars. But Mars also has quite a lot, especially because it's closer to the asteroid belt. And ooh, low G fungi. That sounds like a really cool name for an alternative rock band. I don't really know what this does though. I don't remember. Oh yeah, I think I do. I think this is actually, yeah, it allows for us to build a fungal farm, which actually is built outside of the colony, but it doesn't produce oxygen. It consumes oxygen, so it's not really as efficient. It does produce food though. I don't know if we need food just yet. Extra food, that is. Maybe we'll kind of not have that yet. RC transports, harvest resources faster. No, I don't need that. Low G hydrosynthesis allows for us to build polymer factory and fuel refinery. I don't really need that either. Wind turbines upgrades. Okay, yeah, this I need. I do need to have more efficient wind turbines because they are kind of wasteful anyway. And so yeah, so the actual asteroid strikes on Mars appear more frequent because there's no atmosphere to basically break them apart. On Earth, they just burn up in the atmosphere for the most part, and once in a while a large asteroid will fall onto the surface because it was large enough to survive the initial atmospheric entry. And, oh, see, it happened again. Why? I don't know why. Maybe there's a research I can do to prevent that from happening so often. Anywho, so the asteroid strike on Mars is a lot more hazardous because here there's no atmosphere to basically stop it from happening, so it does strike the surface more frequently, and that's not cool for our base. I believe we actually detected at least one of asteroid strikes with one of the rovers we had on Mars. It actually saw the effects of a collision before and after, and so the actual strike here is pretty powerful. Because basically it's like a rock moving at a speed of about 20 to 40 kilometers per second, and no matter how big it is, no matter how small it is, it's still going to strike the surface with a lot of energy. So these things are pretty dangerous. And because I'm actually higher up, right, I'm basically on top of a volcano, there's even less atmosphere here, and thus even more powerful impacts. But luckily for us, they're not a big deal compared to like dust storms. Okay, so we are producing fuel, right? Yeah, we're producing fuel and we'll probably be sending these rockets back. I was actually thinking of maybe like deconstructing one because it gives us 10 electronic parts, but this is like an emergency situation. If I need to basically build one, or not build one, but extract some electronic parts from them. But for now, it's not a big deal. Okay, so not enough workers. Okay, so I'm definitely running this at full power, but we need more and more of these rare metals to basically have our electronics factory working. And thus, oh, that's interesting. The electronics factory actually uses electronic parts for maintenance, so it's like self-sufficient. That's awesome. So it's really the rare metals that is going to be a problem. If I run out of rare metals, I am then going to be kind of screwed. And we have how much left here? I think it tells you somewhere if you hover over. Yeah, there we go. We have 390 left. That's not cool. Is there any other nearby? I forgot. There's some here. And there's some here. We also have, I believe, like deep rare metals. There's a technology called deep scanning that I discovered about that allows you to deep scan the planet, and you'll actually discover more stuff underneath even possibly your own colony. But you do need like a deep rare extraction machine that requires a separate technology for that. So we're kind of far from that. All right, so cool. Svetlana Alexeyeva, she's a guru. Now, I don't really know how to use gurus just yet. I mean, I know I have them, and I think they basically teach people. She's a botanist, so she's going to be teaching everyone to botanize, or botan. Is that a verb? No, it's not a verb. But basically, as she teaches people, maybe they'll become better at producing food, because that's what I need eventually. All right, so moving on with our lives. Let's wait until the next series event. Still haven't discovered where the baby was, but since we don't actually have an infirmary or school or really anything for our baby, maybe, just maybe, this baby will not really be very smart later on. Oh, I can quarantine this place. That means that there is going to be virus outbreaks, right? Is that what quarantine implies? That maybe, just maybe, there's going to be like some sort of a problem later on. Okay, we have 1 residential spot available here, and we'll have 16 residential slots available here. So let's bring like a bunch of really awesome, efficient people with our lost rocket that we have. I think I'm gonna actually be very picky this time. So first of all, I don't want like any, no, actually the flaws are not important. Let's go back for a second. What I need is, I need like producers. I need people who can make things and build things. So like not a scientist, yes, engineer, not a security person, geologist. What is that for? I don't know. Not a botanist. Oh wow. Okay. There isn't that many. There's 1 geologist? Is that because I'm like limiting them in some other way? I think if we enable everything else, like all of the flaws are allowed, and also everything else is allowed as well, I might be able to bring more, right? Yeah, there we go. More geology specialist trained to work in extractor buildings, and engineer factories. Perfect. And medic. All right, that's perfect. Launch. We're gonna land this right here, and they'll live in this area and hopefully produce more stuff. This means that maybe food will become a in shortage, or basically short. But I need to disable this. But we'll hopefully build a farm somewhere here. Okay, what I'm doing right now is I'm disabling the gather and export thingy, for now at least. I want to basically, or should I have kept it? No, I want to basically produce enough machine parts for us to actually be sufficient. And then we'll bring those 30 of those machine parts back to Earth. Now, I've tried this in my previous game, and it is a pretty good way of making money, but I guess not the best. And it's not obviously very efficient because you are not really bringing money, or in other words, you're really not bringing money, but you're taking away resources that you need. And ooh, okay.
We would argue it's a good time to start focusing on our mission evaluation goals.
Oh yeah, I need to have 200 colonists at Soul 100. Current is 39. So I might actually not meet that goal, unfortunately. It is a very, very challenging goal. And I might end up failing it. But yeah, so if you keep bringing rare metals to Earth, you can actually make money that way. And then in return, bring some of these resources that you need. But that's not a super efficient way of doing this. Basically, you're taking rare metals, you bring them to Earth, you're making money, you bring the rare, not rares, what do they call them? Machine parts and electronic parts and everything else back. But at some point, you're going to run out of those rare metals. So it's maybe not the best way of doing it. So we're going to have to think about how we're going to do this. There might be a better way of doing this. I haven't found a better way yet. So let's actually send this rocket back because we don't really need it right now. And yeah. We're going to try to return some of the rockets back. I don't think we'll be needing them sitting here, so there's that too. These guys are out of energy. Why? Why are you out of energy? No, really, why? What's happening? Are we short on energy? Power shortage due to what? Interesting. I don't know what that was. Something caused a shortage of power. Very unusual. I didn't really see what caused that, but I guess we'll find out soon enough. Okay, so the passenger rocket is here. Gonna land it right here. Doesn't really matter where we land them at this point. We're not producing anything anytime soon. But as soon as we can actually produce just enough machine parts, I think I'll be more comfortable doing everything else. So right now we have 14. It's not enough yet.
New colonists have arrived.
And let's actually, we're going to create a separate storage area for machine parts right here, right between these two colonies. Because that way we'll be able to grab them if we need them, whenever we need them. Okay, cool. So these guys brought a little bit of food with them. Just a little bit, not enough. And we are going to, for now at least, just rely on basically human power. We're not going to bring anything else from Earth for now, mostly because we can't. We don't have money left. We only have to depend on ourselves for now.
There are Earthsick colonists.
Oh boy.
Pipe leak reported.
Oh boy. Okay, so we have a bunch of Earthsick colonists. And I think this implies that basically, well, they want to go home, obviously, but also because, oh, what's that? Is that what it means? Okay, yeah. This is due to their comfort level being low. Also, I believe comfort is responsible for producing babies. So if they have high comfort, they'll, start mingling and stuff. And if they have low comfort, they'll just want to go back home. And I can totally take them home. I guess I can bring new people. That's not a big deal. There's plenty of people that want to come here. But let's see what this says. They will stop working and travel back to Earth at first opportunity. To prevent this, make sure they have access to a variety of operational services. So I need to get their comfort level higher. I think there's a building I can produce that gives them higher comfort. I don't have it yet. Smart home, right? Yeah, smart complex. So I need to research that. Until then, we might just have to lose these guys. Which is, I mean, I'm okay with that. I can just bring a new, bringing colonists is free, so it's not a big deal. I can bring a new rocket. But obviously, it's not the most efficient way of doing this. Okay, well, let's just wait for now. How we're doing on all the other resources, good. And move on with our lives when... Oh yeah, they stopped working too, that's the problem, right? Darn. Can I just send them back home? You guys can totally go back. Like, it's not like we need you here right now if you're not gonna work. Can you guys load up and get out? How do I get rid of them? Because honestly, I think it's actually a pretty good idea to just send them back for like refreshments back to Earth, since we can do that, and then have them come back later. Why is that not a thing? Or maybe it is a thing, I just don't know about it. Yeah, because they're not working anymore, it's going to basically become a problem for us, since this is where the food is produced, right? But maybe I can somehow No, I can't do anything here. Oh well, just have to wait. Alright, so we are slowly growing the machine parts. This is good. Food is good. Rare metals are okay. And everything else is good too. Okay, so let's just wait and grow our colony just a little bit. And I have 2 spots here. I'm not entirely sure what I'm gonna place there just yet. But oh wow, look at that. These guys are homesick too. But maybe, just maybe, should I place like a garden in here or something? Just give them like entertainment area. A few things in here just to have them relax a little bit. And there's gonna be a diner, a lake, and what else can we place? Let's give them some kind of a building that they can use that doesn't require too much maintenance. This already bar is big, so not a bar, but maybe we'll give them a place to casino. No, maintenance is high. Art workshop. Ooh, that sounds cool. A place to create and enjoy it. Oh wait, but it uses up polymers. That's not cool. This uses up electronics. This uses up food. Okay, so a lot of these are really expensive. I don't have those parts to waste. Infirmary, because they might get sick, right? Yeah, let's place that. So these 3 buildings will hopefully... Cable fault. Okay, that's okay. These 3 buildings will hopefully increase their chances or their happiness and chances of survival, basically, on Mars. And turns out, because we built so many things, we're now out of power. So that is not good. I need to start producing more power. My batteries are completely drained, actually. Implying that we need to produce more solar panels. Solar panels are really cheap and they only use metal. And look at how much metal we have. We have plenty of metal here. Or do we? Yeah, I think we do. I think this is enough. Also, don't I have like a bunch of metal deposits somewhere? I forgot if we had any left. Maybe we do. Yeah, there's some metals right here. We can actually pick them up somewhere right here as well. So let's do that right now. We actually do have a vehicle for this. And we are just going to basically produce a bunch of solar panels to produce more energy, because I think we are kind of running short. And that is going to be a problem later on. Let's build some here. Let's build 3 for now. I think 3 should be enough. And we're going to go ahead and collect that metal that is sitting there. Is there anything for us to scan? Nope. No scans available. And rover is... No, not this guy. This guy. Transport guy is going to be going to different places to collect the metal, basically. Starting with here. Where's the metal? There it is. Found it. So we're going to basically collect everything that's left on the surface here and put it in our storage area. So one thing I also discovered is that...
Research complete.
Ooh, utility crops. Or crops. Utility crops. This means that we can now build slightly better crops, right? Yeah. Very good. One thing I discovered is that the tunnels are actually really useful, but the problem with them is that they are really expensive to build. They're super, super expensive to build. If you look at how much machine parts they need, each one of them is 30 machine parts. That is going to be really difficult for us to get right now. But we could technically build a tunnel right there where the meteor struck just now, going from here to the bottom of the mountain, and then we could essentially transport extra materials from there. The materials that the materials that I will definitely need eventually are the rare metals. But this is why I'm really, really excited about getting that deep scanning technology, because it will maybe allow me to discover some rare metals near us, and that will solve so many problems. So I'm not going to build any tunnels just yet until we get to that point where we can get our, get the deep scanning thing done. Now, what are these guys doing? Why is this not built yet? Concrete and metal needed, but it's right there. Just bring it from over there. Oh, you guys are silly. Okay, so I may have to use manual power here to bring some stuff because they're being silly. They don't want to automate it. So So let's actually bring some of the materials that we need to this other colony. I think they're not able to, for some reason, bring this stuff from here. So I need to do it manually. So let's do, what is it that we need? Electronics and maybe some polymers. No, just do electronics for now. Bring 10 electronics to that other area. And gonna unload it right here next to this other base. I have the electronics facility for it already. And here we go. So hopefully this will repair everything. I don't really know why they can't just repair themselves. There is a drone hub right here, so I don't know. They're being silly. Oh, drone hub also needs electronics. I didn't realize that. That's not good. That's actually going to make it a little bit difficult for us until we get that research going where drone hubs don't require anything anymore. Maybe I can do it right now, actually. Research. Yeah, I don't think I have anything here. I may have not discovered it yet. And since there's no more anomalies in this area, I don't really know when I'm going to be able to discover it. Which is not cool. And more of my people getting homesick. That's not really cool either. Well, we'll do our best. Okay, so what are we lacking here? Why are you not building this? Metals and concrete. That means I have to bring it manually as well. So let's go load some metal. And then we're going to bring some concrete as well. I actually expected this to be more automated. I guess maybe I need to have another hub in between these guys. So like if I had another hub somewhere in the middle, maybe it would be actually automated. But for now, they don't seem to be actually collecting resources for some reason. Because the resources are right there. Why can't I just go and pick them up? Okay, anywho, so now let's get concrete. And bring it here as well, because I think this is what I need to finish the buildings. And so we'll just wait a little bit and it will be done in a few seconds. So for now, this is basically all just menial tasks. It does seem like I'm going to basically just play a game of survival now and resource management. The exploration stage is kind of over for now, mostly because we don't have any more anomalies to find, and we also don't really have any more places to explore here until we develop a tunnel to get down there. We can't really just jump off the mountain, unfortunately. So that's going to be a problem, because I really would like to be able to explore this area and this area, but I can't. We could bring a rocket there and establish a new base, but that's just... One is that we have no money, and two is that it's just kind of a hassle and will not be... Uh-oh. Will not be very easy without... basically without using... a lot of our machine parts and building another tunnel. So maybe I'll just have to bite the bullet and build that tunnel for ourselves. Until then, let's actually see if we can survive this next dust storm. I'm feeling a little bit worried about this because, well, really because of only one thing. We were running out of energy last time, right? So let's check our batteries, because remember, dust storms actually... yeah, that's not good. Dust storms do cause huge problems. So let's build another solar panel. Place it right here. And another one right here. Good enough. And you need to go and bring us more metal, because we need metal for those solar panels. Whoa, this has 10,000 water. That's crazy. Maybe we'll actually come here next. If we ever get to that point where we actually have a choice of building another beautiful colony. Another dome, that is. None of these are metals. It said there was metal. There was metal. Oh, here. Metal on the surface, right? No, that's not it. Where is it? This is telling me... Oh, this is telling me there's 11 polymers. Oh, that's polymers, right? No, this is polymers. No? I don't really know where it is. Maybe we can't extract them yet. Oh, well, that's not fun. That's really not fun. Well, as you can see, things are really not going well for us right now. Oh, look at this beautiful place. I don't really know what these are. I may need to look them up, because this game is representing Mars very accurately. But I don't really know what these dark spots are. So anyway, as you can see, like I said, we are not doing well right now, mostly because we have so many problems happening. We have colonists that are sick of Mars, we have shortage of resources, we have buildings not working because people are not working, and on top of this, we have a dust storm coming. So how long we're going to be surviving here is actually a pretty good question. And I'm also having trouble finding this metal. I think this is it. This gotta be metal. Come on. Oh, I know what's wrong. I'm using the wrong machine for this. Ha. This is an explorer. It doesn't collect resources. And look at this big crater looking object. Okay, cool. So I think what we're gonna do is, as soon as the storm starts, we're going to basically just pause this game here and continue this in the next part, because at this point it's just kind of me watching the time pass by. And I think for the next video, maybe we'll just see if we can survive a little bit longer. The things here are definitely not going well for us. Even though people are surviving, they're getting sick of Mars. They're not really enjoying their stay here. But most importantly, and this is really what's kind of killing me, is that we're slowly draining our resources, and there's no solution, a long-term solution at least, that's coming into place yet. I am getting more machine parts though, and we have some electronics and some polymers, but I don't know. I feel like there's going to be a big shortage of stuff. So maybe what I'll do is, maybe I will actually sell some rare metals to Earth and bring some other stuff from Earth to help us with that particular problem. And the dust storm starts in 1 hour, but we are going to have huge problems when it comes. So let's discover what happens in the next part. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next part. Space out. And as always, bye-bye.